Ja. Und so, da sind wir wieder. Bastion. Müssten wir eigentlich schon letzte. Ach ja.
Kid ain't finished here yet.
Oh.
Kid's surprised when I tell him there's only one core left. I shouldn't have believed it either.
Das hat's letztes Mal nicht mehr gespeichert. Die Gespräche und das Bauen.
We tracked the final core beyond the city to the wilds.
Ja, das Wildnisrandgebiet. Gibt's auf die Ome wieder. Oh
The
Mann.
wild unknown. Place can eat a man alive. Place is so raw, even the Calamity couldn't cook it. Not all of it. Know what's better than having a slinger pistol in a fight? Having two. Savage things lurking at every turn. Pin cushions ain't the worst of it either. Pecker's got the core, like they're building a bastion of their own. The welcoming committee scrambles to attention. Didn't expect the kid so soon. They shouldn't have let their guard down. Getting that core was one thing. Getting out's gonna be another. He digs his way out of the clearing, but the wilds won't let him go without a fight. Wallflowers survived the Calamity. It toughened him up. Kid learns the hard way not to touch those things. Slinger Jawson's old outpost is all that's left of him.
Aber doch wieder eine Nahkampfwaffe mit.
Kid's faster than a slinger with those guns. Don't ever turn your back on a pin cushion. A handful of windbag shipments made it out this far. Kid's seen the last of them.
Okay, das sind Explosionsblumen.
Kid's roused up half the wilds by now. Then Kid gets the feeling he's being watched. Not by me, by a lunkhead. And lunkheads ain't fond of two-legged animals. Hit him anywhere but the hindquarters and you only make him mad.
Ach, tot. Was war hier jetzt? Und was war hier?
The Wilds already reclaimed this place.
Oh.
He's anxious to get back. After all, he's got the final core. His journey's over, right? Well, no, it ain't. Not by a long shot. Kid knows something's up when we ain't there to give a warm welcome. See, Zolf and I were just wrapping up a heated discussion. Zolf can barely muster the words. The calamity failed, he says, but I will not. And with that, Zolf leaves us here, alone. If only I'd known half the secrets of the calamity were tucked away in that book, I'd have worked to translate it right away. Zolf cursed the city, cursed the Bastion, cursed me, said he was going home. Most of the Ura never got a taste of Caelondia's fine goods, unless they were born and raised in the city like Zia here. Sure, the world's all gone to pieces farther than the eye can see, but leave it to this gal to point out the amazing view. Girl tried to run away from home one time, but the marshals stopped that, didn't they? So many secrets in there and she can't even read it. Her father's own journal. When Zolf got through reading that journal, he just snapped. Started smashing up the monument till I tried to stop him. Zolf banged up the monument pretty bad. But there's a way to put her back together. The shards. We're gonna need all of them to nurse the Bastion back to health. All it takes is some fragments, and the Bastion makes it good as new.
Der Arsch. Da schon mal was. Ah, da habe ich schon was Neues.
Now, whale ale ain't made from real whale, but it'll make you strong like one.
Kugelschreiber verringert.
Takes a lot of moving pieces to make a dependable sidearm. Points just don't get any sharper than that.
Ach, ich hätte da noch eins gehabt. Hoppala.
The marshals learned to pack those shells full of fire. The city brought the shards to the wilds. Now the kid's gonna bring them back. After Zolf's little episode, kid sets off in search of shards. First stop, Jawson Bog. You'll get lost in that bog, I told the kid, and I won't be able to guide you back. Well, I let him go. What else could I do? What could any of us do? Zolf put us in a real bind. Hurt the Bastion bad. But the shards can make it better. They're like smaller doses of the core's medicine.
Oops.
Shame the only place to fill that prescription is out here in the wilds. This place is intoxicating.
Nicht schon wieder.
Don't know where he's gone. Might be gone for good for all I know. Wherever he is, it's somewhere I've never been. Somewhere I never want to go. The dead welcome him with open arms. Kid pops him good. That a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a lonesome ghost of a gas fella. What do you say to a kid who's seen too much? I'm Zolf of the Ura. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Now the kid sees something stranger still. Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds peckers, lunkheads, wallflowers, pincushions, vine apples, swamp weeds, ankle gaiters. Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown. Kid sets foot inside one of Caelondia's famous watering holes. He has the nerve to flash the shield he stole. He's a petty thief. The security's just gonna have to straighten him out. Kid succeeds where the calamity failed. Would you look at what he did to poor old Ronde the bartender? Proper story's supposed to start at the beginning. It's so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world's alright, snoozing there on a rock in the sky. He wakes up, I'm just fooling. He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. He sees what's left of Pith, the bull. The gods, they're all undone. He sees what's left of his lifelong friend. His friend, he's come undone too. He sees what's left undone. Thought we'd lost him, but he finally comes to. The shard ain't lost either. Not anymore. Now to find a ticket out of this hole. Bootlickers dig their nasty thorns into his heels. Ever heard of the lung blossom? It's bigger than the stories say. The breath on that thing, like a scumbag sprung a leak. Hard to get a sure footing in the bog.
Oh, Alter.
They say one whiff of lung blossom can make you lose your mind.
Whew.
Mother only knows what happened in the bog. Kid never much cared to speak of it. A shard is like a poor man's core, but beggars can't be choosers. That's it. A few more shards like that, and we'll be back in business. A single shard can breathe new life into this place. The shard's got enough juice to spruce up any of these places. Live wine so rich, they say it's brought men back from the brink for one last taste. The city tried to use the shards to stake out the wilds. So much for that plan. Ankle gators used to roam the wilds, and they nested at Rothes Lagoon. Many a tale folks used to scare their children straight originated here. All kinds of beasts what don't know up from down, still lurking about. Only the city's brushers knew their way around the lagoon. Even the brushers learned to fear this place.